What's going on, man? It's your boy Zay back with another video. You dig what I'm saying, bro? Just left the gym. 30 degrees this morning. Took a lot of willpower to get up, but we did it, man. Them be the best workouts, bro, when you don't feel like going, I promise. So next time you don't feel like going to the gym to work out, just muscle your way there. I promise you're gonna have a hell of a workout. Much better than the days you feel like going. I promise. But I'm gonna get right into the video. Because I've never talked about this before. And I purposely waited because I didn't want my channel to be strictly based around this topic, because it's a whole community based around just this. Even though I've been practicing it for almost 2 years, I just never wanted to make constant video or just strictly videos just based on this. But I just want to talk about my retention journey. So I've been on my semen retention, and I'm making this video, just to give insight on the journey, just in case any guys ever thinking about taking that journey, because that's how I started. That's how I actually got onto the journey, about watching YouTube videos of the guys, and I was using a lot of discernment because there's a lot of people on YouTube talking about this whole retention journey, but I use discernment and the type of energy a person talks, and if I can really feel like they know what they're talking about in terms of this whole journey that they was discussing. But yeah, I've been on my retention journey, semen retention journey, either one. I've been on it for 600 plus days. Like I said, it's almost 2 years. I started January 2020, the 23rd to be exact. I had originally was supposed to start on the 16th, but I had went that week. I relapsed at the end of that week. Relapse mean, you release the seed. So I felt the feeling I had was like, nah, bro, I'm not, nah. Especially to fap, I was like, nah, never again. So I completely cut that out. Like, no fap is not even a thing to me, because I don't even like the whole hub is. I don't even, it's not even a thought no more. It's not even a thought, because I just got to that point, just like, bruh, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things in life, and everybody reaches that point at different times with different things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to pressure nobody into making that decision themselves, but just saying, me specifically speaking towards me or about me, I had just got to the point like, bro, nah, because I already didn't want to be releasing my seed as is, but I definitely wasn't about to be releasing it to digital, like they say, digital cheeks, bro. Like, nah, I wasn't doing that no more. So I had made that commitment on the 23rd, bro. It's like, this should start something new. And like, bro, the growth I've seen over these 600 plus days been crazy, bro. It's been crazy. Like, I don't really even be wanting to go around people I knew 2 years ago or 3 years ago, because I know they'll probably try to like see me in the same light that I was in. It's just like, I'm a completely different person. I'm a completely upgraded person. I won't even say different, because I don't change up on nobody. I just upgrade. And it's like, I know a lot of people don't really like trying to upgrade themselves in terms of self-betterment. So it's whatever level they remember you at, because they didn't upgrade themselves, they're gonna remember you at they're gonna remember you still as the old you, just because they haven't upgraded themselves. So they're gonna try to see you in the same light, as the same stagnant light that they're in. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it's just been so many changes over these, from 2020 to now, bro. It's been so many changes, and I credit a lot of that to being on this journey, bro. Like, I learned so many things and just kind of mastered so many different things, like mastering sexual discipline in my early 20s, when that's a lot of testosterone to control, bro. I be working out, I eat healthy, I'm vegan / vegetarian. I say / because sometimes I'll allow dairy products in my food. If somebody makes some food and it's like, oh, I use eggs, I use a little bit of milk in it, or it's a little bit of feta cheese, and I might, I dabble in it. I'm not no super strict like vegan. I don't go by nobody else's rules. My main rule is just no meat, period. And I try to stay, pause. I had to, bro. I had to. So, pause, no meat, and I try to stay away from dairy. And I'll do a video on that later on too, or another day, about that whole journey as well, and how I got on that journey. But yeah, bro, it's been so many upgrades in my life, like mentally, upgrades, sexual discipline. That's probably been the biggest one, bro, because these from 2020 to 2022, I'm glad I was focused throughout these years, bro, because these was very easy years to drift off your path, bro, and go around, if you just going around loosely, just, jumping from chick to chick, indulging in the act. It's like you can get lost in that sauce, bro, and it'll drain you, bro. Like, it'll drain you, and it'll have you more focused on chasing chicks than, trying to upgrade yourself, because them early 20s really supposed to be especially for men. For ladies it's a little different, like, well, me personally, I still think ladies, should be working on themselves in their early 20s too. But, a lot of ladies, they like to have fun in their early 20s because, when you young, that's when you at your, physically, that's when you kind of like at your best. Most, some, kind of late bloomers, but a lot of ladies, they're in their, a lot of ladies gonna hit their prime in their early 20s, 25 tops, 26, 27, if you in the gym, right? But God just a little different. Like, your value, that's the thing about guys. Your whole life is based around delayed gratification. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of ladies been getting dudes with ease for the longest. You dig what I'm saying? They've been in the candy store. Most guys, they don't really get into the candy store and get the options that they want until a certain age, until they got a certain amount of resources, and they got a certain status and a amount of knowledge. So a guy's whole life is based around delayed gratification. So I thought, what better way to practice delayed gratification than to delay myself a high form of pleasure, and I'm big on self-discipline. So one of the hardest things to discipline is your lust, your lustful side. Trying to keep that root chakra in control, keeping that animalistic nature in control. Because at the base factor, whatever anybody else say, what we on this planet, the base factor of why we down here is to procreate, which involves, indulging in the act. So if you're able to not suppress, but control, an act that is directly correlated with the main purpose we're on this planet, that's a high level of discipline. So I pride myself in being on this journey, and just a quick side note, I remember when Kevin Gates first came out talking about it, and I was practicing this before he kind of started speaking on it. But I remember when he first came out about it, and a lot of people was clowning him, saying, "Oh, bro, you tripping, bro, you weird." I remember he went on an interview with Drewski. They was clowning him. They was clowning him on Twitter. And I was just sitting back observing, because I was already a practitioner of it, and I was seeing the benefits of it. And I was just sitting back observing, like, people really don't know. Like, people really just talk without knowing the facts. Like, most people just talk without knowing the facts because everybody else doing it, and it's fun to do it, so I'm going to join in on it too. But it's like, nah, the jokes is not on him. especially like I was looking at like a lot of the guys that was making jokes. It's just, more guys was making jokes than the women were. Like some women were too, but it's just because they was just ignorant to the fact. But it's just like a lot of these guys was making jokes, and a lot of them be having problems with ED and lasting when it comes to the act. So it's just like, and retention helps you with both of those things. So it's like, bro, the jokes is not on Gates. The jokes is on you, pal. Like, if only you knew, bro. You know what I'm saying? So while you laughing, your girl might be looking somewhere else. So, you know, it's not as funny as you think it is, bro. It's not as funny as you think it is. But, yeah. I'm a fool. But, you know, the retention, it helps you with your, like I said, it helps you with ED. You don't have no problem, like, I promise. Helps you with ED, helps you with, focus. That's why I like, people be wondering, I don't accredit everything to the journey in terms of the things I accomplished, but I credit a lot to it, because it's like, most guys, majority of the day, they thinking about trying to catch a, you know, an acorn. They're trying to catch an acorn, bro. So when you remove that out of your, like, when you push that to the back of your head and you are able to create space for something different, like focus on projects, focus on getting your body right, focus on reading up on things, focus on getting knowledge, you know, focusing on these different things instead of just having your brain lobes just strictly centered in on you know, trying to find the next squirrel food. It's just like, nah, bro. It's you step into a whole different realm. It's like these past 2 years, I've been in a whole different paradigm. I don't think the same. I don't move the same. I don't act the same. I don't talk the same. I don't conversate the same. I don't look the same. Nothing's the same no more, bro. In a good way. Like, everything's just upgraded, you know. And you still gonna, I'm not saying we go on this journey, everything is just gonna be perfect. You still gonna have your battles, but you kind of get more battles thrown at you, because you're on it's a spiritual journey as well. So when you're on a high level spiritual journey, you're gonna get attacks, you know, from the oppositions, like opposite in terms of like bad spirits. That's just what it is. Because when you're starting to elevate yourself, the more you elevate, the more that's just how the game go. That's just with anything. That's just how the game goes. So it's definitely a journey, man. My first 30 days, like people would tell you can go on any YouTube video, the first 30 days is probably the hardest. But once you get past that first week, you'll be good until, like, well, I'm speaking for myself. When I got past that first week, I was good to about day 25. Day 25 to day 30 was like a real rough period. Then I think I was good to 60 days. Then like a week before I was about like to the 3-month period, it was kind of like getting kind of rough. Then once I hit 6 months, I was like, okay, this pretty, you know, it's pretty smooth, because it was easy. It was kind of easy for me because I work on a lot of different things. I work on a lot of different projects. I go to the gym. I'm transmuting that energy. Side note, when you're hitting the gym, and not when you're hitting the gym. If you're going to be on this journey, you got to hit the gym, bro. You got to hit the gym because you have to transmute that energy, bro. You got a lot of energy sitting down there, bro. So you got to do breathing exercise. You got to get in the gym. You got to hit the weights. You got to do squats. You got to do calisthenics. You got to move that energy around. You can't, because that's what it is. It's creative energy. It's sexual energy. So you can't just let that energy sit down there in your root chakra. You're going to want to release it if it's just sitting there. So you got to move it around throughout your body. You got to move it around. Energy is meant to be moved, not just sit stagnant. Or it's going to need to be, you know, let out. So yeah, once I got to that 6 months, when I got to 6 months, I was pretty good. When I got to a year, it was just like, it was a lifestyle. So like I don't even think about it when I wake up nowadays. It's just what it is. Like, you know, I'm only thinking about it right now because I'm making this video for, you know, for people in case they're thinking about going on this journey. But I don't really even think about it. It's just a lifestyle now. Like it's a great feeling when you know, indulging in the act is not the first thing on your mind and it's not the last thing on your mind. Like you really got a clear mind. Like you're able to work on so many different things, and it's funny how this journey works. It kind of forces you to stay active mentally and physically, because if you don't, you know, you're gonna find yourself in a downward spiral. Because like I said, it's a lot of energy sitting down there, bro. So if it's not being worked around, if it's not being used in a creative aspect, or used in the gym, because when I'm in the gym, my workouts be crazy. I be having so much energy because I'm moving that energy around, because I got a lot of, you know, sexual energy stored up. And that's one of the highest levels of energy, is sexual energy. So if I'm not using it in terms of building my body, I'm using it to build my mind, build projects, you know. I wrote my book while I was on this journey, you know. There's been so many different things I started while being on this journey. It's like I would recommend it to every dude in the world. And I would recommend every young lady, every woman to promote it to their dude. Cause it'd be so funny when I tell women that I practice it. It's like they see it as so off the wall, and they just be like, oh, what you like? They kind of take offense to it in a sense. It's just like, cause it's weird, because they kind of take offense to it, and it's like, me not releasing doesn't mean like you're not doing your job. This is a journey for myself. So you gonna have to pull yourself from your ego to, you know what I'm saying, stop thinking that because I'm not, you know, releasing, that you ain't doing your job. Like, no, this is a personal journey. It's a personal journey. So whether you know, do your thing or not, I'm not released, because I'm on a higher purpose. Like I'm on a higher purpose that I'm trying to reach right now. So I can't allow myself to get too wrapped up in the moment of this thing. You know what I'm saying? And what I be trying to tell them is that it's actually a plus for you. It's actually a plus for women, but they just see it as just from a standpoint, oh, if you don't release, then I ain't doing my. No. You want your dude to be on this. I promise you, especially if he ain't lasting, I promise you want him to be on this. Because now he's more focused on the act of it as a whole. He's more focused on the act of it, or like the process of it, and he's not trying to chase that, you know, chase that acorn. You dig? So now it's like it's a whole different experience for not just him but you as well, because for so long he has been putting his pleasure on the pedestal. Now he's putting your pleasure on the pedestal, and at the same time he's finding pleasure in you. You feel me? So like I said, it's something you want you want your guy on. You definitely want your husband, your boyfriend on. I'm telling you. And it's so funny. Is that an owl? It's something looking dead at me. I can't tell what it is. It's like a fox or an owl. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing, bro. But yeah, back to the Kevin Gates situation, bro. Like it was funny to see, because it's like a lot of guys, and guys be thinking it's so cool. Like I was looking on TikTok, it'd be guys who be thinking it's cool to release in like 3-4 minutes during the act. It's just like, well, your girl's not happy, bro. If only you knew. You think it's cute. You think it's funny. She get to looking, her eyes getting to moving elsewhere. Hey, you know why? But it'd be so funny. I'd be seeing in his comments. Well, not in his comments, but I'd be seeing it like in other people's comments. Whenever this topic come up, you know, women would be like, "Nah, I can vouch They know what they talking about. Like any woman that's been with a guy that's been on this journey, they know. Like they've experienced what I'm telling you, so they know. But back onto the mental side of things with this journey. But I just be wanting to learn so much, bro. I love learning now. I love gaining knowledge. I love finding things out. And sometimes just be like random facts that I just like, seeking. Because a lot of times you be thinking it's random, but it be essential information at the same time. Because in today's time, you don't never know what information you might need, bro. So I kind of like that I'm becoming like a walking encyclopedia. But it's just weird to me, bro. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to focus. I'm like a walking encyclopedia now. So it's the best feeling, bro. Like I tell people, I'm just a cool nerd now, bro. Like I don't look like the app, but I'm really just a cool nerd. I be studying quantum physics, metaphysics, studying biogeometry, organic chemistry, all that, bro. Like it's because I just got such an interest with these things, and when I was in school, I wasn't really interested in these type of things, just because the way they taught it was just like I didn't really see a connection that I could make with it into real life. It's just a bunch of formulas and numbers. It never really related it to the real world most of the time. But yeah, man, this has just been an amazing journey. A journey that I'm gonna continue to do. A journey that I definitely encourage every guy to do, bro. Even if you can't, I'm not saying you need to go a year, bro. Just try 7 days first. Then you knock the 7 days out. You take your little time, take your little break. Try 2 weeks. Then after that 2 weeks, take your little time, take your little break. Maybe try a month, 2 months. It's your journey, bro. So you decide. You know what you can do and can't do. So you decide. How you go about your journey. I can't tell you how to do it. I'm just here to kind of give you motivation and shed light on this journey, to tell you, like, y'all know I don't bluff. It really worked. It really worked, bro. Like, if you look, you could just look at the things that I've been working on. I wasn't working on those things before the journey, bro. Not saying I strictly dedicate or strictly credit everything I've done to solely just this journey, but it's been a big part, because we don't understand how powerful we become when we got sexual discipline, bro. You become a superhero in modern times, bro, because most people don't have it. So when you have it, bro, you really one of them ones just off of that. Like, you put yourself in the top 5% or maybe the top 1% of guys just by being sexually disciplined. And then the thing about being on this journey, it forces you to better your other habits. So when you start this retention journey, you can't still be doing negative old habits. You can't just be sitting around eating unhealthy, playing the game all day, gashing up and just sitting around. You can't just be sitting around doing nothing and trying to be in your old ways while doing this very intense journey, because it's a very intense journey. Even when you're doing everything you need to be doing, it's still an intense journey. So imagine if you're doing all the things that you're not supposed to be doing on this journey. It's going to be tough for you. And more times than not, you're not going to be able to make it through. To whatever milestone you're trying to get to, you're not going to be able to make it through, because it forces you to upgrade your habits. And that's one of the best things about it. It's a lot, like, honestly, it really ain't even all the way about just the sexual discipline part. It plays a big factor, but it forces you to upgrade so many other things in your life. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's what happened with me. I had to start, reading more. I had to start learning more. I had to start, gaining knowledge, creating more things. Being in the gym. I was already in the gym, but being in the gym more, taking it more serious, taking everything that I was doing more serious, eating better. I had to, because it was the only way I was going to continue on this journey. Because bad habits don't align with this very intense. It's a high level journey. It's a high frequency journey. So you can't do things that's on a low frequency and think you're gonna accomplish something that's on a high frequency. It don't work like that. You have to align yourself with that and be on that frequency. So it becomes, it becomes a lot easier. I'm not gonna say it becomes easy, but it becomes a lot easier, and you make it easier on yourself for something that's already hard, bro. I'm gonna be real, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy. It's not easy, bro. Cause like I said, we in a hybrid sexualized society, so it's out of the norm to be practicing this, especially 600 plus days. That's unheard of, bro. That's unheard of. When I tell people that, bro, they be like, bro, you capping. I'm like, nah, bro. It's like, or they even think I'm capping, or they either think I'm capping or I'm crazy. One of the two. One of the two, bro. But I tell them, no, like, I don't take no offense to it either. Like, when people, cause it's just like, they don't say it out of like spitefulness or hate, and it's just like, it's rare, and it is like, it is a rare thing to see. I kind of pride myself in it now, because I want to be a motivation to not just people in my generation, but for the young guys coming up. Like, I really want, especially in my community, I feel like if the melanated man had sexual discipline, bro, we'll be unstoppable, bro. If you want to so focus on chasing skirts, bro, and trying to catch a acorn, bro, man, we'll be exactly where we should be. It'll be exactly where we should be, just because and I'll make another video about this, but I kind of did in the other video, the sexual transmutation video, but it's so many things about your seed that it's not talked about, and like in most scientific studies, just like your seed is just not something that that's very powerful. That's your life force. So that's why in Chinese culture they call it working your chi energy. That's when you pull it up from the root through the solar plexus and through you're circulating that energy. Because like I said, if you just let it sit, bro, you're gonna feel like you lose your mind. So it's a lot of different things that you can do with it, man. I just want to, kind of give an insight on my journey, how it's going. It's going pretty good. I'm gonna continue to do it. Don't know how long. Well, I kind of do, but I ain't going. It's not an exact date, but it's more so. I know what purpose I'm going to release it for. But I don't want to make this video too long, because in the future I'll probably touch on this a little bit more, because it's so much I didn't get to cover just in this video. But I just wanted to, just a little starter video, just to get y'all acclimated to, the whole retention side of things and whatnot. So yeah, man, I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm gonna try to keep banging these videos out just like this, bro. Like, I like talking in this type of sense. I don't really like talking with the camera propped up. Like, it just feel like I like this one-on-one interaction type of vibe, bro. And I don't got to do no cutting, no editing, none of that, bro. I ain't got no music in the background. It's just me talking, raw footage, just like we having a conversation, bro. That's when I talk the best. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.